Part of the success of your series is consistency and seeing the same thing done differently over and over again. And part of that is like this really clean approach to the photography that you have and cleaning up and kind of overly overly editing the skin and that sort of thing. But it's also this contrast that you seem to have in all of your images. So here, with the green and the red or oranges, I think that's working really well, that contrast within the image. So then we move to this module's image, and you do the same thing. You keep two key colors as the points of reference for this image with the blue and the like pinkish color that you have in the background. And you repeat that blue, just like you repeated the red or the orange with her hair and the goldfish. Here we have the dress and the eyeshadow. So you're really pushing it so that we're for sure going to notice the comparison. And that repetition throughout the images, I think will prove to be very strong. Obviously, like I said, like the refining of the skin, having these objects that are going to create some distortion, those are all really important to your images and things that are going to bring them cohesion. But I think in the end, your attention to detail on the color is going to be really key. And as you put this together as a series, what I want you to start thinking about is how you're going to order them as a series so that we look through them and those colors make sense. So you already know what colors you're using. You created this beautiful mood board, I think you called it. And I just want you to start thinking about how you're going to place these images next to each other. So one image informs the next image. That'll be maybe a different kind of challenge for you than you've done in the past, because clearly you're on top of all of these technical sides of things. The lighting is really beautiful in these images. The post-processing is working really well. Your concept of distortion, of like having these models that look so perfect, but then distorting part of it, that's coming through. So I think pushing the last part of that, how you're going to present these in a series, will be key to the success. I also would encourage you, like I encouraged Chris, to rewrite an artist statement, just to really think about what you're creating here, because I think those start to push each other, right? As you create your imagery and it seems like you have a very clear path on what you're doing with your imagery, I think it's time to reevaluate your artist statement, or in this case, it's more of a project proposal as to what your intent is with these images. Why do you want to show these women that are like overly looking perfect? Why do you want to have some distortion in them as far as the objects that you're using? Why do you want to have these plain backgrounds, and how does color work in all of these? So that concept side of it, I haven't heard a lot of that from you. Like visually looking at your images, I have no doubt that they're going to come across as being very cohesive. But conceptually, I want to make sure that you have a strong base in that. And I don't know if that's something that you've explored a lot in past classes. So I'd like to see, and this isn't an assignment or something that you're going to be graded on, but I'd like to see you like write an artist statement or rewrite a project proposal, kind of defining the concept of what you're moving forward with in this class.